Fellow Guyanese, I am pleased to announce today that Guyana has received a payment of 8 billion Guyana dollars from the government of Norway. This is $1 billion more than last year's payment and brings the total received from Norway to 38 billion Guyana dollars. I want to tell you how we will invest these funds and also give you an update on the low-carbon development strategy and the progress we have been making. When the people speak about development, many actually mean economic growth. Sure, we have been the fastest growing country in the Caribbean over the past 5 years. And by 2016, Guyana is projected to be an upper middle income country. That can be clearly considered development. But to me personally, development means even more than that. To me, development means that we can live in a better Guyana and leave an even better country for our children. To me, development is about listening and understanding the unique problems that Guyanese face in their everyday lives, no matter where we live or what we do for a living. And most importantly, development means coming up with solutions to these difficult problems. I believe that not a single Guyanese living on the coast should need to worry when there's heavy rainfall that their community will be flooded. And not a single Guyanese in the hinterland should need to worry about not having water during droughts. Nor should any Amerindian community need to worry about having enough economic opportunities to support their development. As you know, solving these complex problems isn't easy. We also understand that fixing complex problems takes investment. That's why we have to continue to come up with innovative technical and financial solutions to problems that many claim are impossible for a small country like Guyana to solve. The low-carbon development strategy is a perfect example of this. In the early days of the LCDS, many skeptics thought that the LCDS was something too modern and complicated for Guyana. It was the kind of thing that only rich countries could do. But we, Guyanese, have proven them wrong. Today's payment is concrete proof to any of these skeptics of what Guyana can achieve as a country. That is the story that the payment announcement today is telling us. And therefore, I think we should be proud of this achievement. Today, Guyana is one of the leading countries in the world in managing natural resources sustainably. And every Guyanese is benefiting from this. Our most recent deforestation rate was even lower than the previous year. We should also be proud that Guyana is currently taking the final steps to be recognized as a country that follows the highest standards of sustainable timber exporting in the world under the European Union FLEGT program. We are also working to be among the few countries in the world that have already set mechanisms to ensure the highest level of transparency in the natural resources sector through the EITI standard. And this is not me or the government of Guyana saying it. It is being said by global experts, hired by government of Norway to carry out independent, fact-based assessment. All Guyanese should feel proud of the vote of confidence expressed by Norway in announcing that they are willing to pursue a second agreement up to the year 2020, a policy that only the PPP Civic supports in Guyana. And all Guyanese should feel proud that we have earned the most money from a forest partnership in the world after Brazil. Money that is being directly spent on the people. I think that some of you might still ask the question, but what does the LCDS do for me? I will give you a clear answer. The Low Carbon Development Strategy is not just a strategy for the future, it's a strategy for today. The Low Carbon Development Strategy is about earning real money that is being spent on addressing serious problems faced by normal Guyanese. That's where all the money, including the $8 billion received today, will be spent. The LCDS is about fixing the drainage systems in your coastal neighborhood to ensure that your yard will not be flooded. The LCDS is about making sure that the dry regions of our country have sufficient water all year round. The LCDS is also about helping farmers to earn more money, about providing cheap electricity for everyone, about stopping the waste problem, and about allowing our children to get the highest level of education right here in Guyana. That's what the Low Carbon Development Strategy is all about, and that's what it is for you. The LCDS was launched in 2009, and as a pioneer, Guyana had to solve many issues during the early years. Since then, the LCDS has done a lot. Guyana has now deployed $120 million into projects which are enabling rehabilitation of Kuna Canal that will protect Georgetown and the communities and farms along the Mahaica River from floods like we saw back in 2005. Using money earned under the Low Carbon Development Strategy, the government has also been working with local financial institutions to create hundreds of low-carbon jobs. The Low Carbon Development Strategy has supported ecotourism operators in several regions, which is now attracting more and more tourists to Guyana. The LCDS has also supported hundreds of our Indian villages in preparing their community development plans, which will help to generate new job opportunities in the hinterland. And of course, as we all know, the LCDS would have brought a cut in our electricity bills starting next year if the opposition hadn't yet again decided to play politics with the people's development by voting down the Amila Falls hydropower project. The simple fact is that without these politicians, we would now be on the cusp of cheaper, more reliable electricity and being the #1 user of clean energy in the world. Sadly, we will never get back the time and money wasted by the partisan games played by the opposition. But we can make sure that after May 11th, these shameful events will not happen again. The money earned from Amila, $80 million is sitting in a bank account in Washington, D.C. It is ready to be deployed, and Amila will be built in accordance with the due diligence, social, financial, and environmental standards of the IDB, which are among the highest in the world. Unfortunately, Amila isn't the only thing under the LCDS that the opposition has tried to stop us from doing. First, the opposition tried to stop Norway from paying Guyana the money that we earned from keeping our forests standing. When the opposition failed to achieve this, they tried to stop us from spending this hard-earned money on the Guyanese people by cutting the entire LCDS budget. We can't afford this kind of simplistic and nonsensical thinking because there is no easy way to develop a country. Things have to be done well to develop a country. The opposition still doesn't seem to get it. Development comes by building new things and generating new, brave ideas, and by learning from others, not by trying to destroy the hard work done by others. I'd like to remind you once more that when the LCDS was done back in 2009, no other country had tried anything as ambitious. Now, there are countries all around the world trying to learn from Guyana's knowledge and experience to do something similar. It is these kind of new ideas that will make our country prosper. We have always been fighting to protect our nature so that we can leave an even more beautiful Guyana as a legacy to our children. And today, we are leading the world in showing how finances can flow to forest countries. Guyana was once known for rigged elections and economic decay. Today, we are known for global environmental leadership. The benefits are for all our people, and we must not throw them away. This is just the beginning. A lot more will be done, and I am confident that soon every single Guyanese will have a personal story on how the LCDS affected their lives. Innovative ideas have brought us here, and we have many that will take us even further. The opposition has shown that this is not their approach. They have fought against the development of our country in the past, and they are likely to continue to do so in the future. Instead of giving credit or coming up with new ideas, they have been using their time only on discrediting and destroying the work done by others. We have fixed a country that the opposition destroyed once and will not stand idly and watch them destroy it again. Therefore, I urge every Guyanese to think hard about what is at stake and to make the best decision next Monday to continue down the path of development and progress.